It's a brand new day, but unfortunately it's a Monday. Fortunately, though, we got Stinger. It's a Konami game, so it can't be bad, right? Yeah, that's right, it can't. Let me just double check here, make sure that this is indeed developed and published by Konami. They generally were a self-publishing developer, so let me just take just a second to verify that for you. Because, it's what we all like to know. Yeah, it is. It's double Konami. Like I said, if you're of the Famicom persuasion, this was in fact released under the Twin B name. A classic name in the world of shmups. Here's your little intro here. I mean, it's Konami, so you're gonna get just the highest of quality intros. Alright, so now, one player, as you might suspect. Oh, do we get to watch it all again? Look at that! Big old boom. Oh, yep, here it comes again. Alright, well. So good you gotta watch it twice, you know? Alright, yes, we will help you. There we go, now we're getting full music and everything. So what's the deal with Stinger anyway? Well, it is one of the games in a notorious genre, but in a positive way, known as shoot 'em ups, where it's a shoot 'em up, but it's all a very bright and colorful and happy motif. So in case, 1942 is just too dark for you, you can play games like Stinger. Now, the nice part about Stinger is, compared to a wide variety of other shoot 'em ups, this game is not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's a relatively affordable NES game, which they are not all affordable. Especially when you look at more obscure shoot 'em ups. I'm not even talking the NES, I'm talking like the TurboGrafx 16. Stuff gets kind of insane. I think Magical Chase, that's a famous one. It's something along the lines of like, well, we'll just say far too expensive. We'll juggle these bells, because why not? Okay, made something happen. And see, I've already lost my train of thought because there's so much going on. But no, Magical Chase, that game goes for like $4,000 nowadays if you're like looking to get a case with it. I don't even think that that's an exaggeration. I think that's right on the money. Oh. So, admittedly, I don't know what's going on right now, There's stuff spawning on the ground, there's bells, there's things to shoot in the air. I'm turning the bell different colors. Alright. But I'm not dying, so clearly things are going okay. I don't know if this game is, like, well known for being difficult or easy or what. I don't know a whole lot about Stinger at all. I just know it's one of the Twin B games, and the Twin B games are widely beloved by large groups of people. Or at least, were. Now they're kind of forgotten in time, but what are you gonna do? All you can really do is just, give it a good shoot. High quality commentary right there, by the way. But yeah, no, so far, very laid back for a shmup, just kind of enjoying the day. In reality, the rest of my day was, just, it's an atrocious work week. Got an atrocious work day, and it's gonna be an atrocious couple weeks here. I'm in training for something I don't know, and I don't even like talking about it. Why am I bringing it up? Why am I bringing it up, you ask? I don't know, man. It's that, like middle-class suburban white dude in me. I cannot physically function without bringing up work every now and then. I don't know what the hearts do. I don't know if that's like a shoot upward thing. Nope, it doesn't appear to be. I can't show any love to the... Oh, wait. Okay, I picked up the ostrich necks or whatever they were. We getting a boss now? that's some good flashing. That's what you like to see. Oh yeah, it's a watermelon. You know, it's fate. I myself really dislike watermelon, so having to sentence one to death in a video game, you know, it's fated. Ooh, look at this though. Now it's vertical. We were horizontal, no longer. So, ooh, what has been white meat? Oh, we got a double shot now. Behold. Oh, I've been hit. That's not so good. Well, okay, that's the first death. I don't know if like we can catch our little angel or something, and if that does anything. I don't know, man. I am learning everything about this game as you're watching it. Trying to uncover more bells, potentially, you know, get more power-ups. I don't quite know what the color of the bell indicates, but you gotta figure that it's something mildly different than what you'd have before. You get a little music change. Now, Is the blue one a 1-up? That seems almost too generous. Like, if you get a 1-up for every blue bell that you collect, you could just kind of have, like, infinite lives, because they show up pretty frequently. But it's certainly not appearing to be a power-up of any kind. I guess we'll see the next time we show our life count, because you don't even really get a life count on the screen here. The HUD is minimal, to say the least. Let's just bounce it a little bit more. Oh, it was white for a second. That was what I wanted, was the white bell. Wanted to see if we can get, oh! Okay, we have kind of a laser now. Cat! I swear, every time I start recording, that's when you're getting all excited about whatever. It's alright. You're very adorable animal. But I got Stinger to worry about right now, see? Oh, okay. I didn't even notice if I hit press A now, I do get little bombs. Which I probably could have been using that entire stage to uncover whatever. Okay, what do we got now? We fought a watermelon last time. What do we got now? A giant peach? Well, whoever that handsome guy was, he's down now. Let's go bonus game! I'm down. We're just gonna get an excessive amount of bells. It appears that is indeed so. I don't think you'll be able to weasel any power-ups out of them either. Yeah, so far, compared to the majority of other shmups, this is a very leisurely game. I'm not feeling like I'm under the gun or anything like that. I'm not feeling super nervous. Could have got more points there. Rest 4. Okay, so the blue bells, those are not 1-ups, which, you know, I kind of thought that would have been too good to be true. But we're going back to the horizontal world. Ooh. Maybe it's a speed upgrade? I'm not wholly sure. Oh, we got shot by that Sphinx head. Alright. Okay, we were able to pick that up. I don't know what's going on, man. Everything is so crazy. There are shoes shooting at me. There's question marks on the ground. Now it's a skull. I am truly at a loss. I like it, but I don't know what it is. Just listen to Faith No More. What is it? It's it. Yeah, look at me. I can reference Faith No More and then tell you literally the most well-known song ever. Watch me gatekeep myself. Alright, now things are getting a little friskier. I'm thinking that was primarily due to, yes, the blue bells I think were in fact speed upgrades, because I was feeling a little too speedy for my own good. I don't know what these faces are, but as long as I can keep collecting them, I'll keep doing so. give me a power-ups, Bell. I don't want your speed up. Ah. The enemies blocking the bells. How tactical of them. Coat hangers now. What? Alright. This game doesn't adhere to any one theme, apparently. It's kind of a nightmare world of everything that you've ever been afraid of. Oh, what's that? You weren't afraid of clamps when you were young? What kind of childhood did you have growing up? Although now that I think about it, what that could possibly insinuate is some truly questionable stuff. Get the shoes out of my life, you know? Finding actual, like, combat power-ups in these horizontal stages is proving to be more difficult than one would think. Like, it's mostly just giving me speed upgrades, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I'd like to get some better guns on this boat. Oh, that's better guns, but then I died. Game over. Alright. Now, admittedly, I think that's mostly because I was trying to get a little cute. We get continues. Can you believe it? Can you believe this game has continues? I've truly never seen anything like this before in my life. I mean, I have, but it's so rare on the NES to get yourself a nice little continue. Like, what have I done to deserve this charity? No, they ran right for me. I'm just trying to get myself a power up, man, and that's why I'm dying. You know, I'll be the first to admit it. I'm getting so greedy in terms of the oh man, that was a lot of bells that I just kind of missed out on. But yes, I want the power-ups, and that's why I keep dying, because I'm so focused on generating the power-ups that I miss out on everything else. You know, I could just live a kind life. Why are we shooting upwards now? Did we actually pick up a power-up that gives me the ability to shoot upwards at a majestic pace? You know, it's an incredibly hard game to follow. If you have no clue what's going on, I don't rightly blame you. It's like a developer's fever dream. They just kind of threw in everything that they thought might be interesting looking and thought, you know, it'll work out. There doesn't have to be any real artistic unity tying the whole thing together. That's alright, it's not the game over. But you know what? That's perfectly fine, because we have continues. I hope you have infinite continues, because if this is a game where it's like, alright, you get 3 continues, it's like, well, dude, why not just give me like 10 lives? You know? Don't dangle it in front of my face. Maybe we'll just focus less on trying to get cute with the power-ups. Oh, and then, of course, as I say it, a bell shows up, and it's like, but you gotta juggle me, man. And I'm like, yeah, I know I do. And see, that's how you pay. You pay the big price. That's what they call it in the criminal underworld. They call it the big price. Now that's some bells right there. Oh gosh, the saw blades, they're coming at you. The clamps are going nuts. And see, oh, I was gonna say I only survived because I diverted my attention from the bells to what was shooting at me, but I eventually wound up dying anyway, so well. You're never... Okay. You're never truly in a good place. The first 2 stages were leisurely. It's picking up, though. That's fine. Nobody wants a game where I beat the whole thing in 15 minutes. I think there's only like one game that I've ever played that I beat in like under an hour on the first try. It was some indie game on Steam just called Love. Some game that tried to be a precision platformer, but wasn't really a precision platformer, and it tried to have pixel graphics, but in reality they were just lazy graphics. I don't know. It wasn't all that. And yes, it was extremely short. Please Please! How many times do I gotta chuckle it? It's so not worth it. It's so not worth it. Oh my gosh. Well, things are becoming terrible. Wow. So we're just gonna chalk that up as being exceptionally bad that time. That sounds good to me. I know. Ever since my webcam bit the bullet, might feel like this is a little dry in terms of presentation. I would say that you're right. If you have any brilliant ideas to fill the blank noise, or you want to contribute something to fill in there with your own free time, look at me poaching your talents for my own gain. What a filthy man. But no, I don't ask anything like that. I don't expect that out of anybody. It's purely if there's something that you think could be improved and you want to contribute, you can, but far be it from me to say take time out of your personal busy schedule to make my content slightly higher quality. And I mean very, very slightly. Like, that's purely cosmetic there. What's it really gonna do for you? Should be paying attention to the games that are being played anyway, my dude. Although, I can't even pay attention to what's going on in this game. There's so many boots, so many shoes. And coat hangers and everything else. Like, I don't even have any quips, because what are you really gonna quip about? This game quips itself. It's like trying to roast someone who is just like perpetually self-roasting themselves their entire life. You can try to make fun of them and then they'll just say something 5 times more like depressing afterwards, and you're like, well, what do you want me to do? People call it the rare self-roast, but I don't know, it's getting pretty common. We got a lot of rather self-loathing individuals in the world lately. Alright. It's not so. It was not meant to be. So yeah, picking up your little Halo, that clearly doesn't give you an extra life back. It just, what's the verbiage I'm looking for? It lets you retain your power-ups, I believe. That said, getting a power-up in the first place seems to be an uphill battle. At least in the horizontal levels. Like, if you get it in the vertical, you're doing okay. But you gotta maintain it once you get horizontal. Gosh, and those buzzsaws, they are truly, truly public enemy number 1. What else is going on, you may ask? It's that point in the video where I start to talk about things other than the game that I'm playing immediately, because why not? I did beat the original Halo on the original hardware. Made it through the library despite, you know, my grievances against that level. And I have actually started Halo 2, which I don't think I've ever actually played through the entire campaign. I've played like a level or 2, but most of what I'm experiencing in Halo 2 is brand new to my eyes. So, you know, that's always nice. You can see something new. I was gonna maybe play some of my PS3 games, but it's been, oh my goodness, these shoes. But it has been so long since I have turned on my PS3 controller that the battery is completely dead. Like, we're not talking just charge it and it's good. No, we're talking it won't charge anymore. So, I had to order a new one of those. Fortunately, you can get it for like $5, and it's unheard of in the tech world. A PS3 controller, you know, you can just use a regular Phillips screwdriver to unscrew it, pull out the battery, it's not soldered down, unplug the battery, and plug a new one in. It's miraculous. I can't believe that it's that simple. So I'm not too hurt that the battery is completely dried up in there. Because if replacing it is this easy, hey, I don't mind. I mean, I would have preferred to not spend $5 on a new battery, but whatever. Pennies. Pennies in the grand scheme of things. Maybe I should just hold down turbo forever in this game. Like, quit trying to be tactical with your shots, man. You're not a big enough pro at this game to be tactical about anything, you know? Ooh! Okay. I was unsure what was coming down on me. It was a bell, so I was safe, but I had this weird feeling like, what are the skulls? Do those take points away? Like, why are they so bad? Skulls are obviously never good to pick up in games. No. The shoes, I think, are definitely guilty of war crimes. That said, it was the Clamps who just killed me, so what do I know? Is there a band called the Clamps? You'd swear that there would be. Although I think, you know, bands called the Nouns, it's a little cliche at this point. Like, get yourself a cooler name, man. If you're called the and then something, I'm just going to assume that you're the most derivative possible, like a garage rock revival band possible. Alright. So be it. So be it. We're gonna die a few times. Far be it from me to be upset about that. I don't think this is as good as Scoon. I'll say that much. That said, I don't think that it's a bad game either. I mean, come on. Pretty much everything in the Twin Bee franchise is well-liked enough. Now, obviously, just because something is well-liked, that doesn't mean that I am obligated to also like it. No. That's just called, you know, hive mind opinions. That said, don't feel like you have to not like something just because everybody else likes it too. That's just being contrarian. Basically, no matter what you feel or what you think, your opinion is always silly. That's what we're really saying here. The bell did briefly turn white, but oh gosh, that was like a super crazy every color bell. But I couldn't get there. It was yeah, here we go. Okay. I don't think that this is gonna be exactly what we need. Oh my gosh, Cat. He is going absolutely up the wall right now. He's adorable, but he is he's losing his mind here. He wants to play so badly, but nobody in the house is available to play as of this immediate moment. I'm sorry that you have to live such a difficult life. You poor cat. Oh, yeah, you thwack your tail against me. Go for it, you know. Oh my gosh, now he's... No! Dragging his toys across the floor. Okay, we were able to recover the power-ups. No guarantee that I'll get so lucky next time. Because there will be a next time, believe you me. We are shooting backwards now, which... Oh, yeah, power-ups are gone. Didn't even give us the chance this time. That's no good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, shoot. Look at those clamps. Shooting backwards doesn't seem to be like it's maybe the most impressive power-up. But I'm not the most impressive Stinger player, so match made in heaven, am I right? What do you got for me? Can I beat level 3, please? I would love to give a little bit more content on this video. And that's when you would say, oh, well, just play better. I'd say, well, you certainly did get me there. Instead, I'm just gonna, you know, play with a bell for way too long and then die. You know, the thing I keep saying I'm not gonna do. There we go. That's a double shot. And then... Did you see that? That was incredibly questionable. I don't like the shoes, man. I don't like the shoes at all. The shoes are a very negative thing in my life. I'm thinking, though, you probably do get infinite continues, because I've hit that continue button several times. And I mean, it only makes sense, you know? In games with limited continues, it's like, you're just being a jerk for the sake of being a jerk now. Okay. It was white for a brief moment. I could have sworn that was the super colorful one, but maybe I accidentally shot it one extra time with an upwards shot. It's possible. So I may have, again, soiled a golden opportunity, but what else is new, you know? I'm not even upset about me soiling opportunities anymore. It would be not a proper episode if that didn't happen. Now, all I can hope is that I don't exude embarrassing level abilities. Don't worry, I'm fully aware that I'm nothing impressive. I just want to be not, you know, laughable. I know, getting all self-conscious over playing video games on the internet. You say, oh, well, if you're gonna get that way, then why even bother? Clearly you don't have the spine for it. And I tell you, hey, I got the spine, I just, you know, would rather avoid having to use it. You know, like, you might have the money to pay for your fractured rib surgery. Just kidding, no one has that kind of money. But it doesn't mean that you want to have to use it, right? I feel like these enemies are getting more and more erratic as time goes on. Like, these guys, easy pattern to follow, no big problem. The shoes, I don't think they're actually random. They're so esoteric in their pattern design that I'm getting, you know, kind of riled up by them. I can't lie. Like, it's simple. They just jump in a little arc, but calculating several different mid-air arcs live and in person, it's not as easy as it sounds, Jack. Why'd I call you Jack? I don't know. It's just, this is what people do when they're, you know, trying to make a point. They call you Jack. So I learned from movies. Oh, come on. Oh, see? The shoes. They're too high IQ for me. I cannot figure out where they're gonna go. The saws, too. Like, that just felt kind of random. And it's probably not. I'll be the first to admit that I'm probably just being a whiny little baby about absolutely nothing. It's possible. Not just possible. I might actually argue likely. I don't know why I get so excited. It's not like the double shot is that much better than the single shot, but it is somewhat better. So, you know, take those marginal improvements where you can get them. Shooting downward might be okay, but we're just gonna die anyway. Game over. Man. Alright. This game went from 0 to 100 quick. Stage 1 and Stage 2, absolute baby tier. Stage 3, your worst nightmare. Alright, so what happens now? What happens now in this deep dark world that I found myself living in? Oh, the saw blades! It goes behind you and you think, I'm fine, it's behind me, and then they just loop right back around and they say, Psych! Really, they should have just called this game Psych. It would have been a good name for a game of this level of bamboozlement. Okay, I was able to hold it together with the shoes at least. Fool me 75 times, shame on you. Fool me 76 times, shame on me. You know how it goes. It's a classic saying, you know. We don't speak of this. We don't speak of any of this, you know. Oh, goodness. So I'm beginning to see the value in the bluebells. I am definitely not fast enough to dodge those. But, you know, it's that same thing that I always get into when it comes to these shmups, where when I get too fast, then I can't control anything. I'm like, well, now, crap, now I'm so dodged I can't even fast. Yes, that's the way the sentence goes. Was it the kids say, don't at me? I know, here I am acting like I'm some ancient boomer who's unaware of any kind of internet trends, despite the fact that I'm not even in my 3rd decade of living yet. The gall on this guy trying to act like an old person when he's not. That ought to be illegal. What kind of bastardized entertainment is that? You can't just pretend to be someone that you aren't. Next thing you know, California is going to get the vast majority of its income from people pretending they're someone that they aren't. Woohoo! But man, I feel like and this is maybe like slightly too spicy of a topic here, but I feel like with all of the conspiracy theories about like Hollywood right now, like I almost feel like I can't even like talk about movies because someone's gonna be all like, "Oh, but such and such person was in a movie, coincidence?" And I'd be like, yes, yes. Not everybody who's in a movie is a boogeyman. Despite what you may feel for yourself, like yes, there's some bad people who've done some bad things, but how are you gonna justify claiming the entire industry is only that? You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not going to elaborate on it. I'm not going to be the kind of person who says, oh, this ain't the time or the place, because quite frankly, I think it's always the time or the place for something a little spicy, but for my own sanity, I'm going to avoid the topic just a little bit here. I know. Oh, hypocrite, you say it's always the time and the place. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean you're obligated to bring it up every single time. I'm not going to get on somebody's case. Okay, so the white, if you get white again, it does not change anything. That's what I've learned. Let's try to survive. Don't play around with the bells anymore. Just do your best to stay in one piece. See if you can't make it to the stage 3 boss. And if you can, it's wonderful. You'll be the belle of the ball. That's what they say. Well, that's not exactly how I had planned it. Should have probably stayed in the center of the screen. Again, you know, I got too distracted by the shiny things that I could pick up. I said, oh, is that 100 points I see? That is certainly worth sacrificing my life for. As I believe, as they would say on certain corners of the internet, based and point-pilled. There we go, getting early power up, not so bad. You know, it's not going to completely change your life or anything, but it'll be a nice, satisfying little increase in power. Oh, I really wanted that, just for the little bit of a speed boost on that. What does the L mean? You got me. What do the shoes mean? Means you're about to have the worst time of your life. We've been over this. I don't gotta justify my shoe hatred for you. This message brought to you by Barefoot Gang. Ooh. Alright, we've collected an L and an R. You know what that stands for. Loose reactors. It means that the reactors in our engine are now looser. We died somehow. I don't know what created a bullet there, but, well alright. You know the rules, and I don't. It's the new lyrics to Never Gonna Give You Up. Gosh! See, you get, like, literally stepped on everything you do in this game. Oh, yay. Honestly, it's just my penance for bothering to say, oh, maybe this is an easier kind of game. Maybe they were, you know, a game for babies. Maybe they didn't want to be too difficult. And now the game says, hey, heard that you were talking shit and you didn't think that I would hear it. Say, you got yourself a good point there. That's on me. If you've got a problem with someone, you should say it to their face. So, sorry, game. Sorry for telling everybody else that you were too easy behind your back. I will never make that mistake again. Until the next game that I think is easy, and then the next level destroys me, you know. It's gonna happen. Oh, I would love for those saws to get destroyed. Thank you. Okay. There's a couple little, like, melodies in here that remind me of some Mega Man tracks, honestly. And obviously, this game predates Mega Man, so I'm not saying, like, oh, this game ripped off Mega Man. That would be a absolutely smooth-brained statement. Undoubtedly. Those faces. Oh, the bullets! Yeah, and the dying and all of that. I don't know why I was so earnest in trying to collect my corpse when, you know, I accomplished nothing. We didn't have any power-ups. We had nothing worth saving. So maybe I'm just better off, you know, looking at my ship and just shooting wildly. But keep your eye on your little boat, your little space boat. All right, that's good. That's good. Now keep it up. Don't allow yourself to get completely bamboozled by those on the other side of the screen. You know, you destroyed them. You think they're no longer a threat, but then you realize, oh, they actually shot a bullet 5 hours ago, and now it's coming back to bite me. Yo, how's that for a concept for a game? Takes place in deep space, and so if you shoot a laser somewhere, you gotta make sure that you don't, like, warp back into your laser because, you know, it travels real slow and stuff. I don't know. I didn't say it was a good concept. I said it was a concept. Got him. So again, you know, spent a little too much time down at the bottom of the screen, which when you're trying to play safe and make it through a stage is completely counterproductive. But I got that itch. I got that itch to grab those little gubbins that you see across the bottom. I just gotta learn how to deal with said itch. Still don't know what A does, you know. I feel like... Actually, I have an idea. Okay, it does help you can balance bells with it. I was hoping that it would, like, change the color of the bell quicker, but no, that's not what it does. At least we have a speed upgrade, so that's a mild improvement. Okay, so a speed upgrade and the double shot. Now, let's try to focus on just getting through this in one piece. That means destroy as many shoes as you can because otherwise they will ruin your entire day. We've learned this. Ignore everything on the ground. I'm no longer interested in ground candy. Took me a while. My doctor had to convince me a little bit of that. He was like, look, if you find a Tootsie Roll unwrapped and on the ground, it's not worth putting in your mouth. And I'm like, yeah, but that's a potentially okay tasting time. As long as, you know, it's not too covered in ants and whatnot. And then the doctor's like, no. You're not getting this. You don't put Tootsie Rolls from the ground on your mouth. And look at that. I just ate a ground Tootsie Roll. What did I get out of it? Probably nothing much. I didn't die that time, so clearly my doctor's wrong. He's a hack. I will eat ground candy if I so please. And that's how I'm gonna wind up dead. And that's the best metaphor I could come up with for you, so you're just gonna have to accept it. You're probably not getting another one. Alright. What are the coat hangers all about? What's the metaphor for the coat hangers? Admittedly, there probably is not one. It's probably just like, they're coat hangers, man. Don't look too deep into it. Wow, that was not the death I expected. We do get our power-ups back, but we're in a precarious spot now, because that only happens like every other death! I don't know what happened there. Okay. The music has changed. We're in the next phase of this level. That doesn't mean that, I'm gonna be okay, you know. Something could easily just come out of stage left and annihilate me. Oh, okay. Get the buzzsaws out of here. That could have been blue. But it wasn't. Don't focus on what could have been in your life. Focus on what you've got. See, now I've got blue. And now that I've got blue, my life is oh so sweet. Really, I would just love to, you know, make it to the end of this level. Maybe see the next level for once. This is like the farthest side that I've made it before, and I died. I got hit by something. What did I get hit by? I don't even remember. Yeah, pick up that face. More floor candy. Very low reward, very high risk. The way I like to live my life. Oh. Do you hear this? I think we finally made it. Yeah, let me get that face just for good luck. Yeah, you want to fight? Whatever is spawning, it wants to fight. And I'm gonna beat it. I hope. Please, God, let me beat it. It's, I admittedly have no idea. Well, I guess at least I was able to see what it was, for whatever little that's worth. Was it like a... Was it a spout? Was it a spigot? I think it was like a broken spigot that was, blowing bubbles everywhere. It was like, hey friend, you want some bubble gum? And I'm like, actually, I'm deathly allergic. And it's like, oh, that's a good one. Take some bubble gum. I'm like, alright. If I have to die by bubble gum, then so be it. Is such a thing possible, to be allergic to bubble gum? I mean, you'd think, right? You'd think that you could be allergic to just about anything in the world. Okay. We are about as powered up as I care to be. I no longer want to risk my life for any kind of power-ups, so let's just try to live a nice little balanced, healthy lifestyle. I know, I've said that before, and it never turns out right. It's always like, well, you were trying to be healthy, and then you wound up eating an entire box of Reese's Pieces by yourself. That's right, a box. I don't even know how that factors in. They come in bags. You could probably get like a movie theater style box of them, so, you know. And that is not an insignificant amount of Reese's Pieces either. Those movie theater boxes is far more candy than you ever need, which is of course why you get it, because you know you don't need it. Okay, we're faster now, we're faster. Just a little bit, just, never mind. So fast that we have returned to running into things that, we didn't even see. You want one speed upgrade. That's the extent that I want to go. Obviously, I'm playing this with the analog stick, but obviously you get no analog control. You go one straight speed. You cannot just slow down by easing up on the analog stick. It doesn't work that way. Had this been an analog compatible game, well, I might have a different story there, but that is not the case. I don't know what these things with sunglasses down here are anyway. Oh, look at me going for the floor candy and paying for it. You knew that was gonna happen. I do wonder, in the course of playing this series, if I'll just eventually find myself naturally better at these types of games at some point. Probably not. You know, it's too inconsistent. We're jumping around different types of games constantly, so I don't know. Can I have some candy, please? Yeah, that's right, I can. Oh, what's this? Ah, that's right. It's the laser beam thing, which I don't know if it's good. It, quite frankly, seems very similar to the what am I looking for? What word? Yeah, just the regular single shot. But I mean, it's a power up, so it's got to be better, right? Spoilers for upcoming video games, that's not a guarantee. Alright. coat hangers. I get you. Oh, I wanted the white. It's better. It's alright. We'll recover what we can. Go down to the floor. We haven't learned our lesson. We don't learn lessons here. We don't improve. We just keep throwing our head at the wall and saying, why doesn't anything work? It's the American way. Hey, there we go. That's a blue bell. That's a little bit of speed. That's good. Now let's see if I can hold it together for just a little bit. Just a little bit. I just want to make it to the spigot again. I want to figure out... I was going to say I would like to figure out how to even damage him, but, you know, that's fine too. It's not like I wanted my power-ups or anything, but baka. Yeah, give me the skulls. They gotta be good for something. If the bells took, you know, just a few fewer shots to actually activate into something, that would be mighty nice. A lot of things would be mighty nice, but I guess we can't have anything nice. Yeah, I'm not thinking it as much as Scoo. Can't lie. It's still better than 1942. It just feels like, you know, a very erratic game. Not an erotic game. This is not Bubble Bath Babes. No, this is Stinger. If you find this game erotic in any way, you know, I guess I can't really like say anything too negative about you, because I guess there's nothing illegal about that. It's just a little odd, you know, a little strange. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. I mean, maybe you find those like butts on the bells a little bit alluring. You look at the bell and you're like, that is one thick bell, baby. Which I'd say, hey, if that's what you're into, it's what you're into, you know? Oh, we got 2 blues. Okay, we might be in the fast zone. And by that, I mean the zone that's so fast that I no longer know how to handle it. You know, no one man should have all that power. No one man should have all that speed in this case, and boy, do I have too much of it. More speed! Yeah! 2 was too much, so let's just add a 3rd one on there. Let's become so fast that Sonic the Hedgehog turns green with envy. Oh, well, see, we kind of did that to ourselves there. I told myself, no more blue bells, and then I said, but, think about it. More blue bells means you have more of them. Fewer blue bells means you have less, and it's always good to have more of something. You know, you ever heard the phrase less is more? Forget it. It was designed by communist pigs to curb your love for capitalism. And I said, wow, you're right. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, we don't need that floor candy. Quit trying to lick Fun Dip off the floor, man. It's gross. There's probably dirt and stuff in there. Like, you probably have more ants than you have Fun Dip on your tongue right now, man. We just gotta convince ourselves it's no good. Easier said than done, because, you know, I'm a man who loves himself some big league chew that's been melting on a sidewalk all day. I don't think we're gonna get to the spigot again. I think that ship has sailed at this point. I've played myself. And you know, a lot of this has to do with the fact that I'm here, you know, riffing the entire time. I have a feeling that if I were to just kind of like buckle in and really say, okay, I'm going to learn this game, I'm going to memorize the patterns, I'm going to play at a high level, then I'd probably be getting further. But there are plenty of channels for that. This ain't one of them. This is a come here, watch a little bit of this game, and then say, wow, what a goofy game. Ah! Alright, the double speed immediately did not pay off. What's the opposite of paying off? Paying on? Ah, yeah. Give me that thick bell. People are gonna think I'm talking about Beauty and the Beast, and I'll be like, man, you're one weirdo. And I'd be like, hey, yo, clearly if Gaston was simping over her so hard, she's got something going on. Alright. We're vaguely powered up, just slightly, you know. Try to stay alive. Stop playing with your bells, if you know what I mean. Your ding-a-ling-a-ling ain't that important right now. I like that that wonderful meme. It's an old one now because no one cares about Justin Bieber anymore, but it showed some lyrics from a Justin Bieber song. I can't remember what song, but they were just like these like really sweet like love song lyrics. They weren't particularly deep, but it was just some nice how adorable stuff. It was like all from the heart and stuff. And then it showed a picture of like a Frank Sinatra, and it was like my ring-a-ding-ding, my ring-a-ding-ding, my ring-a-ding-ding, and it was like, I love it. I love turning the whole thing on its head. People are always like, see, look at these Frank Sinatra lyrics, even though he didn't write any music. Score one against you. And they were, you know, all these, like, fairly poetic, slightly deeper topics, which usually, again, that just amounted to, oh man, I wish I could bang you tonight, but I can't because I'm sad. Like all songs are about. That's really the topic of every song in the world. But, yeah, it's all like, hey, guess what? He had some tripe, too. Every musical era has its fair share of garbage. And this is gonna be like a red hot take for anybody who has any moderate interest in jazz, which is the Venn diagram of that and the viewer base of this channel is probably two separate circles. But I personally, speaking of tripe, I cannot not stand Milt Jackson. Any kind of vibraphone in jazz instantly just makes me scrunch my nose, and I say, what is this? Get it away from me. Now, is Milt Jackson a very talented vibraphone player? Yes. But that's like being an incredibly talented yodeler, right? Oh, we're gonna make it to the spigot again! Just because you're the best at it doesn't mean that I want to hear it. There's a lot of outstanding jazz out there. You got your Ornette Colemans of the world. Obviously, your household names like Miles Davis and John Coltrane. Outstanding stuff there. I don't need little dinky cool jazz Milt Jackson ruining my entire life here with his vibraphone of doom. Well, alright. We went to the spigot and again immediately died. How do we hurt this guy? I think we have to hit his teeth. But I'm honestly just kind of spitballing here. Oh yeah, we gotta hit him right in the spout. Oh gosh. But it's incredibly difficult to hit him there because there's so much bubblegum everywhere. See, this guy is also a man who, if he finds some big league chew melting on the sidewalk, he'll be all over. Oh, we beat him! We are kindred spirits! Champions of the big league chew. It's a shame that it had to end that way. We could have had wonderful times together. Alright, now, hey, look at this. We get a different stage for a few minutes until the video ends. Don't say I never did anything for you. Oh, would have loved that bell, but would have loved that. Oh, I did get that bell actually, so that's nice. Oh, now that I know I can, you know, bomb the ground and potentially ruin some poor monster families' lives. Where's Daddy Monster? Oh, I'm sure he'll be back from work soon. And nope, turns out Stinger murdered him. You're not the good guy you never were. But yeah, I'd argue that juggling the bells much easier in the vertical stages, and I don't think that that's really an opinion. I think that that's probably more of an objective fact. I'm not trying to be all like, I am always oh, look at this! What a power-up! One for the ages, truly. Can we stack this with the double shot? I want to know. I don't know, because the telephones are going to kill me. Oh my gosh. Nope, the telephones are fine. Now it's the vinyl records. What is going on? However, it looks like I cannot bomb the ground when I've got the triple ships going on. So, you know, that's a small price to pay. Whoever said that television wasn't bad for you. Still, the fact that we made it to level 4, it has me feeling okay about life. So now we'll just bomb everybody. It's what we're good at, you know. What was that? See, just when I thought I've seen it all, this game's just like, here, have this wacky thing happen to you. And I'm like, what though? What is happening? Oh, there we go. I knew we'd make it back to this point. Now let's try to stay as close to the bottom of the level as possible. How about? Yeah. Does it stack? It does stack! I would call it unstoppable, but we're very slow. So that's something that I gotta fix immediately. Yeah. Just one blue bell, please. Oh! Okay. Not at the expense of dying, though. No! Come back! Okay, got my power-ups back. We're okay for now. I'm a nervous man right now. There's a lot going on at the same time. I just want a little speed upgrade, please. Just a tiny bit of speed. Hey, that's a bit of speed. Okay, now we're just about perfect. This is where you want to be. This is peak Stinger right here. I'm probably wrong about that. There's probably some, like, ungodly power-up combo that I'm not even aware of that all the Stinger pros are like, she doesn't know about the quadruple ship, triple shot, bingo bongo blast. Yeah, I'm like, you're right, I don't. And as it is, I just squandered all of it anyway, so, you know, it's fine, it's fine. Television, trying to kill you again, you know? Don't listen to everything you see on TV. Is it the boss already? Have we sincerely made it this far in so little time? What do you got for me? It's gonna be like a unicycle with devil horns that spits out spaghetti? I was close. Oh yeah, that's not how I wanted it to go. Well, we're probably not gonna have enough time to make it to him again, but at least we saw him. You know, in the meantime, waste another 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. The game feels like a little too busy to be an all-time great to me. Like, some of the best shmups have just enough going on to where you're like, okay, I get you. Or even like a bullet hell shmups. That's usually the one thing that's going on is you're dodging a lot of bullets, and that's the gimmick. This, it's like, alright, now juggle the bells and bomb the ground and shoot the boys in front of you and don't wake daddy. And I say, that's a tall order. You're really giving me a lot to worry about right now, and quite frankly, I just don't know if I'm up for the task. And then your dead body just floats off into the ether, and you say, well, okay. What is that? Oh, it's just this. Just this. Just the laser beams, which, you know, they're... Yeah. I'll take them or leave them. That was an extremely quick game over there. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to start another game, you know, with a whole 30 seconds left, but... Well, behold. That was the most inept thing that I've done this whole run. Those immediate chain deaths, you know, we saw those a lot in that other game we were playing. Oh gosh. Scoon. Yeah, I chained to deaths in Scoon quite a bit too. Made me feel real big, real smart, real good at the game. As one would assume. But that's time. That's Stinger. Again, known in Japan as something totally different. Something Twinbee. Moro Twinbee. That's what it was. Moero? My Japanese pronunciation's a little bit rusty. I know, I watched a lot of anime. You'd think it would be better. Haha, get it? Watching anime makes you better at speaking Japanese. Not true. You gotta study, and I don't study. Anyway, that's what we got there. That's what we got from Stinger. A solid little game. I still stand by what I said. It's not as wonderful as Scoon. But it's not it's not a total mess where you're like, oh God, kill me now either. That's probably going to be for tomorrow. Now, admittedly, tomorrow's game is called Tiger Heli. Yes, it's just it's a helicopter shmup. It's a shmup, so you think, oh, good, shmups tend to be okay. Unfortunately, it's published by Acclaim and it is developed by Micronix, so that is a little bit of a red flag right off the bat. Either way, I hope you at the very least enjoyed watching Stinger, even though I spent way too much time on level 3. It happens, you know. Give it a try for yourself. I don't know if exactly this game is on the Nintendo Switch Online Library, but I know that a Twinbee game is. So you can get a very similar experience for the low price of turning on your Switch and having the online subscription. Either way, join me tomorrow for Tiger Heli. We're coming so close to the end of this September 1987 time slot, I can feel it. And as always, thank you for watching.